Hello, Monsters of American. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, Mortal Empires, part whatever this is of my Patreon supporter. I can't remember. I genuinely can't. Every time, I swear to God. Is it like 10, maybe 11? I think it's 11. I think it's part 11. Part 11 of my. Good, there we go. Perfect opening. Seamless. Absolutely seamless. Fantastic. And good. Right, so last time we had the poll. The poll was, should we keep paying off Kroq-gar or should we pay off some of the dwarves instead? And people said that Kroq-gar will love me eventually, and that's very sweet. Okay, so that's up to 70. So what I'm going to... Right, if we join your war against those guys, can I get a trade agreement? Jesus Christ, Kroq-gar. Right, I'll declare war against those guys. I will trade agreement, and I will pay you all my money. Oh, sweet merciful Jesus. Oh, why was that so hard? That's what she said. Okay, good. Right, well,
onward.
I mean, on the plus side, that should, because I will have treaties with Kroq-gar, that will improve their mood, which then may mean that they will give me a trade agreement themselves. So I'm hopeful, you know, maybe this stack of cards will fall like a house of dominoes. Checkmate. We can't be sure, but well, it's worth giving it a shot, isn't it? I mean, worst case, we've got a trade agreement. We had to spend all of our money and declare war on multiple factions, but still, we did it. Eventually, got there. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Good. Oh, good. Right, okay, that's... Right. Now, it should be said that... Hang on, I'm going to check the date here. So, I think the 10th. So the 10th is when embargo restrictions drop. I mean, most of them drop. Basically, the restrictions on the number of minutes and number of videos I can do a week. And so at that point, I think we effectively can... I think there are still some restrictions, but I think we can basically show everything. So what I might do is, because I'm going to be honest, this campaign is starting... I mean, we're surrounded by friends. The Order Tide is victorious. And basically it's a case of, can we now... get Kroq-gar on side enough to get a military alliance, or are we going to just have to backstab him and kill him to win the campaign? Which, So I'm gonna we're gonna finish off the Skaven. There's some quest battles we can do, isn't there? Because we haven't done the Mask of Heavens yet. I meant to do it. We're gonna heal up and do that. But now, you are in range of these nerds, so we're gonna go and kill these nerds because they're nerds and they need killing. We've got Gleaming Penny. I'm going to pop that on, I don't know, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You literally close my eyes, happens to be on the Blessed Kobold Spear Riders. Good luck to them. Oh, my lovely Kroq-gar boys. I should get more of them. I should bring a Nakai campaign. No, I shouldn't. No, it's terrible. It's a terrible campaign. I love the Kroq-gars, but I hate Nakai's campaign. It was designed by someone who hates fun, in my opinion. Because it's very much a campaign where you have all these settlements that you can't really defend, but you need a certain number of them to win, so enjoy trying to hold on to them, dickheads! Like instantly I saw that problem. Instantly! I was like, but you can't... What if someone declares war on you? Well, good luck. Because you don't have any economy, so you only have one army, so it's very hard to defend all those settlements, isn't it? Yes. So we've got the Kroq-gars on the flank, and we have an Ice Worm, Frostworm, heading towards us. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon in a Manticore. And he comes in, and we're going to engage him with the Manticore, and then we're going to set him on fire with the Umbral Tide and the Maximum Barbs. Obviously, Maximum Barbs don't set anything on fire, but you get the idea. Meanwhile, the Kroq-gars are engaging the Skin Wolves. We're getting twatted by those big old maces, which is good. And then we have the Kroq-gars coming in from behind to seal their fate. You ain't getting away, lads. Look at that, sending the Skin Wolves flying. Oh, big beefy boys. That Carnosaur just tearing his way through. And that mammoth is in a lot of trouble. The Frostworm died. He tried to reach the Umbral Tide and failed. Now we're picking off units in the rear. You can see the front line is broken. We've got the Blessed Cold Spear Riders breaking through and coming in from the rear, splitting off as those Berserkers try to chase them down. But then we're going to get a lovely little Berserker sandwich here. And they are the meats. So apart from a little unpleasant engagement over here, our Saros Warriors are getting their heads kicked in by Marauders with great weapons and the Marauder Berserkers, who are quite killy boys. But army loss is now taking effect, and they're going to break and run. And the Spear Riders can then pick them off as they try and flee the battlefield. Well, that went swimmingly. Let's get the replenishment for no particular reason. I mean, I didn't even need to pick on him, but he's just sailing around, making the place look untidy. So I decided to finish him off. I'll tell you what, though, the Aura Resolve in Warhammer 2 is a lot less feisty than that's in Warhammer 3. In Warhammer 3, it probably would have killed half my army with that follow-up battle. And be like, nope. No, fuck you! Fuck you all the way to hell. Everyone dies. It's just a bit brutal. It's not even like everyone dies. It's like everyone takes half health damage. Enjoy replenishing for the next 8 turns. Let's get Venomous Spit. If you're going to spit at someone, make sure... I mean, don't obviously do that, but if you're going to, make sure it's venomous so it kills them outright. Let us get an ancient harbour. A new one. A new ancient harbour. How old is this harbour? Built last week. But you call it an ancient harbour? Yes, that's right. It's a style. It's ancient style. It's, you know, rustic. I don't think you know what rustic means. I do know what rustic means. It's just I momentarily used the wrong word. Now I feel ashamed. That does happen.
Against council orders.
Is it? Are you sure? Are you sure? Wait, why? Why? Is it because you're in a settlement and I can't change it in? Right, if we put you in ambush stance, I'm wondering if maybe you will meander closer. And we can tear your head off. I'm going to give you a cold one. I could give you a Carnosaur. I'm going to get Carnosaur level 18. Well, that's next level, so there's no point giving you a cold one now and giving you a Carnosaur later. Is it? Is it? Okay, you need to heal up for another turn. You took a lot of damage, but you did do good. You did do good. The boy done good, innit? Do you? I've already got someone with replenishment, haven't I? What can I give you? Have you got all the skills? You don't have missile resistance. That's quite important, I guess. So let's get missile resistance. Let's get the Kroq-gar Labour Districts. The Party Districts. Okay, this is going up to 92. I'm hoping... Let us unite our strength, you motherfucker. The fact it's going up to 79, despite the fact I've given him a shit ton of money as well. Gifts to last event are 7... So it's up 79 due to my... gifts. He's got... Like, because my great power is minus 60. I've got affinity and ruler's tolerance. That's 40. And treaties is 50. Which almost offsets my... Let's just keep plying him with cash, I guess. 102. Eventually, he may decide to.
Aye, let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it
give me
now.
Now, interestingly, something I noticed in Warhammer 3 is if a faction has too many trade agreements, they won't want additional trade agreements. My question is why? Because there's no negative from having more trade. I mean, it might not give you much more money if you don't have the trade goods to supply them with. I mean, you know, it might not actually do you much economic benefit, but there's a diplomatic benefit to it, right? So, but and because the AI is much better at giving, like, doing treaties with each other, let's face it, they obviously don't have the great power penalty. Well, maybe they do. Oh, no, I think they do, actually, to be fair. They do. However, it's probably... They probably don't get it as often because they don't tend to grow as big. I mean, the Empire does, but apart from them. And then, to be honest, I'm not even sure if they actually have the great, because they tend to ally with everyone, don't they? Scouts located a minor branch of the Druhi's Black Way emerging deep in your territory. Have they? I'm get. Ooh. Collapse the fell tunnels. Income from. I mean, I don't really want to lose 10%, but I might have to. How long was that for? 5 turns, was it? 5 turns. It's not the end of the world. Right. Don't know where those other rats have sailed back home. Okay, fine. That is fine. Everyone is pretty much good to go, apart from Maverick, but he'll live. Probably. So, let's go and do this. Yes, I want to teleport. It's a horde of rats with artillery, which is not really an issue, because, you know, all the burbs.
Dakota taxa chawa triashana jisomantikwa barikshini upchayoste barikshini topex cosmas kayo talangorsono retoklo battle Gare tax triataxa shini fizax la carcrolo Lot Shilimato!
Yeah, do a barrel roll, Fox. I'm gonna dodge those. Oh, look at that, just slipping aside as the catapult shots come flying in. Expertly dodged there. Holy shit. I am literally the best person at Total War in the world. Don't watch this. That didn't count. That did not count. So this quest battles, I don't think I've done this one before. I think because I did play Tiktaq'to on stream, but I don't think I ever did this quest battle because this doesn't feel like something I've done before. But it's an interesting quest battle and also incredibly annoying. So we've got these little armies that will pop in. And they will pop in at various different points on the battlefield and we'll constantly have to run backwards and forwards. And I guess the idea is that, oh, you're probably going to have a lot of flying units in your army, so therefore this is how, you know, this is using those units to their best. But, like, surrounding an enemy army and blasting it to little bitty pieces is fine. But then you have, like, you know, the enemy reinforcements showing up over here and enemy reinforcements showing up in here. So we can deal with one and then move on to the other. It's not like, okay, now we're going to have to split our forces. Anything like that. It's very much like, okay, I'll pick off this one and then this one. Oh, what's going on over here? It's like a little waterfall. Very Tomb Raider. I like it. It's nice. What the fuck's that over there? Is it just plants? It's just plants. I thought it was maybe something else. Sorry, I'm battle. Right, yeah. So we're gonna flap over the top of these Plague Claw catapults. They have done no damage so far, and then we're gonna drop rocks along. And they're going to then retreat and flee off the battlefield almost immediately. There we go. And they're gone. Good. The Jezzail's got some shots off, but have run out of places to run away to. That's unfortunate. So they are then also going to break and flee off the battlefield, which means that they're out of here. And once the artillery's kind of dealt with, we just kind of have to ignore the rest of the enemy army, to be honest, because, you know, our only ground units are Stegiodons who can, well, just run away from, well, not even run away, just lumber away. So we sort of like give them a little bit of carpet bombing, and then we'll move on to deal with the next little army over here, which is very similar. It doesn't have any Jezzails this time. I feel like more Jezzails would have been a bit more tricky to deal with. Well, that's nice. It's quite pretty there, isn't it? That Skaven have been at work. I guess the storyline is something like the Skaven took over a temple, and so therefore that's what... I mean, he was saying something about they're mucking with the geomantic web, didn't they? They built like a big old pit. That's rats for you. Look at that. Looks like there's a lot of warpstone down there. I always thought warpstone was sort to be, you know, quite a rare resource, but it's fucking everywhere. So moving over to engage the next horde of Skaven. Taking a little bit of fire there. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. And, I mean, these are clan rats. Like, I'm just going to flap over the top of them, bombard them. Maybe. As an afterthought. Like, not even concentrated fire, just like... it's something to do. And already they're not super happy, and I don't blame them. And more enemy reinforcements have shown up. Yes. Yes. I mean, taking out the artillery, obviously quite important. So we take out the artillery. Once we've taken out the artillery and ranged units, then it's a case of dealing with the next lot. This lot, though, do have some gutter runners, some rattling guns, and some plague catapults. And obviously the rattling guns could be potentially quite nasty. And the gutter runners are a pain in the ass. But other than that, it's generally fine. We'll send the Ripperdactyls in to finish off, because I'm feeling fairly brazen. It's feeding time! Nah, they're all dead. Okay, moving on to the next lots. I don't think the rattling guns. I don't think get. Yeah, they just immediately run away because we're moving so fast that they realise they can only get away by running very early before we even get in range of their guns. So they get absolutely no shots off. So the rattling gunners are legging it. But realistically, where are they going to go? And there we go, they have been finished off. Just the gutter runners really to deal with. And the Ripperdactyls just charging in now because this battle's very much over. This quest battle, I mean, compare this quest battle to Poor Nakai with his bloody deal with Chaos Chosen. And this is very much like, here's some clan rats for you to bomb, enjoy. Well, that was very straightforward. It's got the Mask of Heavens, more campaign movement range. Good. Mask of Heavens, which gives flying units more armor and melee defense. Is that just if it's a flying unit or if it's actually flying? Not sure. And Perfect Vigor, which I think we already have. So, good. Ogres, my lord. Don't really want ogres, to be honest. So, if we head in this direction, the public order here is generally fine. And I'm assuming that these guys should be fairly easy to kill. Right, look, now, Barak Var.
Honor to your ancestors.
And to yours. Now, if I give you a shit ton of money, would you give me a trade agreement? No, absolutely not. Not a sausage.
What?
I could try you.
True
That is.
king, step forth. True friend of the Ungrown clan.
Would you give me a trade agreement? What about if I gave you a shit ton of money? Nope. Wow, everyone's being such dicks. Recognize my... I don't want to... This is like a whole Scar showing off thing, isn't it? Between two sexy lizards. And it's not. It's just not doing it for me. Okay, well, I guess maybe then I'll just keep giving you money until... I mean, effectively, I could do this until the end of time and he probably still wouldn't give me a fucking non-aggression pact, but still... I don't feel like I'm asking for much, Kroq-gar. Literally, we are not going to attack each other, and you really like me. This is the really fucking bonkers thing. It's like, we're trusted friends, and I'm like, well, should we have like a thing where we promise not to kill each other? And you're like, nah. Nah, I don't know when I might want to change my mind. I don't know. It's quite upsetting me. Not gonna lie. Vexing me greatly. We'll stay in ambush stance over here. We'll keep an eye out for any more high elves. Maybe. Look, high elves. Where are you guys? Guys. Look. It's improving.
God be good. You have the nerve to stand before me?
Yeah. Okay, you are. Who are you at war with? Me, the Awakening, Hagrid. Are you not even at war with Malekith? Is Malekith alive? Hang on. Malekith might not actually be alive. I don't think he's alive. Nope, Nagarath owns everything. Oh, good. Good. Yep, that's good. We're at war with with two of the three of the top 10. That four of the top 10 factions, and they're all good guys as well, which I think is what's making life difficult for us, because the Hunts Marshal was at war with us. He then invited the High Elves. They then hate us. And then it starts just rolling on. And there might be at some point where suddenly, like, the good guy factions just declare war on me because they've got nothing better to do. I think there's also that thing of the game wanting to keep you active, right? It doesn't want you to get into a position where you've got no expansion opportunities, which makes sense. Because I'm kind of almost there now. And I'm working very hard not to kill Kroq-gar, but it feels like it might be the easy option. Mission failed. Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about that. Right, you come over here. If we harass our grief, maybe we can get you on side. Oh, you've got a couple of I reckon we can come down here, take this without them, because does this have defenses, do we think? I don't know, but let's find out. In fact, we don't even know if we just attack the army, they may come out to fight us. Nope, they don't want to fight us. That's fine. Oh, there's rodents here. What a surprise. Okay, well, that doesn't look actually too bad. The Doom Wheel does have lightning blasts, which is quite nasty. And you do have a Plaguebearer catapult. But apart from that, I mean, we could just Vanguard deploy. And let's do that. Let's just do that. And I'm going to loot and occupy. And then I've got your house. What a lovely house it is too. And you might decide you want to come and kill me. And that's entirely understandable. But we didn't really take any damage. I'm going specialists, because you've got everything. You've literally got everything. So there's no point worrying about... and I guess have magic resistance? Sure.
Think me fool, fool!
Oh, no. Look at all the turkeys. Look at all the fucking turkeys. Okay. Let's set out there. That might force them back. guys.
God be good. You have the nerve to stand before me?
Look, can I just give you a shit ton of money to leave me alone?
I cannot.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to kill you. I don't want to, though. I'm not super invested in killing elves. Okay, so Hagreef should be around here somewhere. One would get... Tilia's down here. Oh, yes, of course, because they get the little expedition-y thing, don't they? Yes, that does make sense. And we'll pay Kroq-gar again. You must be literally rolling in it, mate. You must be just swimming in the money that I'm handing over to you in a desperate attempt to befriend you. You complete bastard.
Can you feel it? From the north it comes. The tendrils of chaos.
Yeah, we get the idea. I've seen it so many times. Fuck it. I love it. Good. Right, okay, yeah, so under a siege over here, which is fine. Lightning strike, just for funsies. Yes. Look, we're killing rodents, guys. I'm helping out. I'm a guy. Look at that. I'm doing it. I've killed the rodents for you. Your issues are over.
How can we assist the lizard?
Ah, now you are the shield of civilization, which means...
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, Tyrion. Stop being a bellend. For once in your pitiful existence, stop being a total wanker. Alright, well, I'm just going to sit here and hope that they fuck off, basically. I wonder if... Oh, there we go. The shield of civilization. I think the shield of civilization had kicked in. Basically, all the good guys factions are like, oh, I guess we do have to be friends. Oh no! Oh, now Barakvar. Oh now, you motherfuckers, you sons of bitches. Yeah, I'm gonna take it all. I want it all.
Yes.
I want it all.
Agreed.
I want it all. And I want it now.
Tomb King reptiles, look upon my magnificence and submit.
Sure. I don't want anything with you, actually.
What?
Clan Angrond.
What brings you before
Now, suddenly. Fucking hell. Fucking son of a... God damn it. This is why you don't want to be an evil faction. Because when Archaon shows up, suddenly, it's a big fucking loving. Everyone's suddenly like, oh, my good friends. Right, I'm just going to sit here. You guys haven't moved. I think it's because, you know, if you land there, I can get 2 armies. So basically, like, you're just frozen. You want to attack me, but you're terrified about what I could do to you. So you're just holding back, you big bastards. But maybe give it a couple of turns. You might peace out with me. To be honest, I'm wondering if there's other factions that might peace out with me. Like, who am I at war with? Treaties. Right. No. You guys. That's going up to 15.
I'm no statesman.
No way.
No way.
When
No
lowered
way,
doubts,
Jose.
do not look for me in the light. I lurk in shadow.
I think you should get some better windows then.
My life. For Tor, I will hear you.
Yeah, give it a couple of turns. I'll probably chill out. Yeah, we're just going to sit there for a minute though. Telsian, you have everything. So boost income instead. There you go. Boost my income. Everyone wants non-aggression packs? Yes. And it kind of does make sense, right? The Chaos Invasion. But the problem is, the Empire usually curb stomps the Chaos Invasion. Even the legendary one. Takes a little bit longer, but they still curb stomp the fuckers. I mean, you are friendly with these guys. It is improving. So, I could do that? Wait, have you got... treaties with the last offenders. Now, you don't have any the fuck? Alright, sure, whatever. I don't care anymore. It's fine. I thought maybe you had a trade agreement, but you don't have a trade agreement, so fine, whatever. Non-aggression? Hello, non-aggression. Yes, I'll take a non-aggression pact with you. Who's down in the corner? I thought that was Dwarfs, but who's down here then? Ironbrow Expedition. Oh, okay. Lord Kroak's. Yeah, I know. I'm not... I don't really have a place for... Oh, God, guys.
What brings you here? Understood.
Oh, good. Now, fuck off. We've got bigger problems, boys. I mean, there's Dark House down here, but I'm not super worried about them. Is there anyone else I can, like, peace out with here? That one. So, you.
Last. Your jungle holds secrets and riches. Perhaps some can be shared with the Empire. Can't.
No, then. Good. So...
Not one Drukion. Do not look for me in the light. Loic forbids us.
The warden
You just
of
sound a bit
Tor
creepy,
speaks.
to be honest, mate.
Folly.
Don't look for me in the normal places. I'm actually hiding underneath the bed. Ugh. Why? Why? Why would you be doing that, you creepy bastards? I'd forgotten Lord Mazdamundi was there. Sorry, buddy. I was like completely gone out of my head. Never mind. Do we have any trade goods that we can build? Because I think we've got them all. That's fine. Okay, so I mean, so what is apart from? I mean, we could potentially get Lord Kroak. Should we do Lord Kroak? Can we teleport? We don't have enough money. Right, no, that's fine. We'll go get Lord Kroak next turn. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I might put him in Tiny's army. I mean, if you're going to pay me for a peace treaty, I'll take it. To be honest, I'm not even entirely sure where you are, mate. I'm a little bit confused on the subject. No, this is... So, is Hagreef actually down here, then? Oh, yeah, they are. Dragonfang Mount does actually have... I mean, for the moment, it probably won't have for much longer. Let's be honest here. 150... And still no military alliance. Seriously? Seriously? Maybe it's because I don't have any treaties with you guys.
All here are honored.
Okay, that might come soon.
Step forth, true friend of the ungrown clan.
I am a true friend.
Way.
No, but I am.
Step forth, true friend of
I feel like you're throwing up very different messages here, Belagar. Step forth, true friend. No. Oh, okay. Not there. Don't step there. Not that bit. Which means I can't go and help because... It depends how far the... Well, I suspect that old... What's-his-face? Old Mr. Hiding Under the Beds, Alice, is going to have a bad time.
There is only vengeance. I rarely see lizard men where I roam. But I'm told we have a common cause.
Yeah, that's why you're at war with me, right?
Children of the old ones.
Hello.
No.
Oh. I feel like I'm being... I don't know. I know I stabbed some people in the back, but my reputation is now... okay, medium. Why is it medium? Medium, Tim. I don't know why... Like, it was... Wasn't it very high? I'm fairly sure it was very high. Was I making that up? Have I been living a lie all these episodes? Why is it medium now? It was very high, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Did I... Huh? Wasn't it? I thought it was better than medium. Is that why I've been having so much trouble? I thought it was getting better. I thought it was back to very high. Weird. Did I screw myself over again? I mean, probably.
The nation calls.
I do tend to do that. Shall we kill Gentleman Jenkins?
The Empire.
He's there, and he could be killed. Or I could just ignore him. We were going to do Lord Kroak, weren't we? So let's go and do Lord Kroak. That's something to do. Let's go and teleport over and see if we can save Lord Kroak with a horde of flappy boys, which I think should be fine, probably.
Lord Kroak will be an invaluable ally in the fulfillment of the Great Plan, but his worldly relics are in imminent danger. The Skaven approach, Master of Skies. Prepare yourself. While Kroak's force field provides him with some protection, the awakening process leaves him vulnerable to attack. It is imperative that you defend him until he has fully risen from his slumber.
I actually find this quest battle quite annoying because it's quite long. It's quite long. I normally fight it like with ground forces. This time we're just doing full air, so that's... Well, I say, of course, we do have our ground forces. Now, the first wave is quite easy. The second wave is probably going to be the most annoying because it'll have gutter runners in it. And the third and final wave, I believe, has a lot of missile units in it. So what I think we need to do is basically wait... Deal with the second wave when the third wave turns up, because then Lord Kroak will wake up just after they spawn. And then basically we pull back, wait for the enemy infantry, wait for our allied infantry to turn up, and then we'll wait for them to get into range of the guns, and then we'll charge the guns and blow them to pieces. That's the plan. You know what? This wave does have a few gut runners in it. And this is an issue, because they're annoying as shit. Because despite the fact they've only got a speed of 49, and we've got a speed of 117, I mean, I feel like we're not actually going that much faster than them. Is that me? So we're going to have to overtake them. And then, because we're moving double the speed they are, in theory. And it doesn't feel like it. So we're going to then have to surround them and then jump them to finish them off. Because otherwise they'll just keep running away from us, and it's just very annoying. So anyway, that seems to have worked. It seems to have dropped right on top of them, and that means they should hopefully end up dead. We're pulling our forces back away from the missile units. Because the missile units are annoying. They're going to soak up a lot of our fire, because they're also in skirmish. They're not tight formations, they're skirmish, which means the fire bow is not going to hit very many of them. So we're going to hit them with a lightning. Yes, that'll do it. Oh, coming through. The clan rats as they and plague monks as they try and run away as well. Very nice. And now the Ripperdactyls coming back, and they're going to basically herd the missile units towards us, because the missile unit's going to flee away from them. And we're going to try and herd them back towards our main army so we can then squash them. Meanwhile, the second wave has arrived, and I was wrong. This wave is mostly actually is clan rats and some rat ogres and a hell pit abomination and the screaming bell. A lovely little screaming bell. So I think we've wiped out the first wave. I think that's pretty much all gone. Maybe a few units might rally, but I think we've got them for the most part. Let's go and deal with the second wave, and then we can deal with... Well, we can run away from the third wave, and then wait for Lord Kroak to pop up, and then we can charge them and finish them off. It shouldn't be particularly difficult. Oh, yeah, they've got Howling Warp Gale, which basically frees up. It freezes our units, and even worse, it cancels their move order as well. Which means if you don't notice, then your unit's basically just sat there with their thumb up their ass. Which is kind of annoying. The Rat Ogres getting charged by the Stegodons. I think that Warp Lightning probably did more damage to the Rat Ogres than it did to me. dueling that Hellpit Abomination. The Hellpit Abomination is anti-large, but its stats are pretty bad. Like, they're worse than our Stegiodon. Yeah, he's not the best. He does have regeneration, which is nice. And here comes that third wave. Now, the second wave has been mostly dealt with. A few units have rallied, coming back. Not too worried about that. This wave, though, has a lot of Jezzail. Well, I say a lot. It's got a couple of units of Jezzails, maybe 3 units of Jezzails. It's also got some Doom Wheels. It's got some Rattling Guns. Got some Warp Lightning Cannons. All kind of things that we don't really want to run into. So, having pretty much dealt with the second wave, we're now going to pull back. Now, some of the second wave will advance towards us, but to be honest, they're looking a little bit tatty, aren't they? Realistically. So we're going to head back to Lord Kroak, who is currently... No, apparently he's woken up. He's heard the alarm clock. He's like, oh shit, what time is it? Fuck! I'm going to be late! Of course, Lord Kroak died during the first Great Incursion, when the Polar Warp Gates exploded. And he defended Itza for bloody ages. Literally through sheer force of will. It took something like 15 Bloodthirsters to kill him, basically to reach him before they got shredded by his magical power. Because he was one of the first spawning. He actually, like, talked with the old ones. He wasn't like some middle manager. He actually talked to them. Okay, here come the remnants of the first and second wave. Not really very much left of them. That third wave is turning up. Lord Kroak has awakened, which means that any minute now we should receive his reinforcements, who are mostly Temple Guard. I'm in no great rush. Obviously, the sooner you can get Lord Kroak, probably the better. We're getting him quite late here. Because I don't really want to do this quest battle. Because I find it annoying. But may as well get him now. That Hellpit Abomination is getting his arse kicked. We do have some Stormvermin with Halbards. They could be quite nasty for us Stegiodons. And the reinforcements have finally shown up. Hurrah! So, hordes of Temple Guard now arriving, backed up by Lord Kroak himself. Of course, Lord Kroak has several quite nasty spells at his disposal. Is it the Devastation of blah blah blah? What is it? Deliverance of Itza. There you go. So, he has 3 different versions, and they do a shit ton of damage. Like, basically, a big explosion which will wipe out most units in one shot, and it does no friendly damage, so you can blob your units up and then just cast Deliverance of Itza directly on top of you, and it will just wipe out the enemy units, which is nice. So, with our reinforcements now on the battlefield, we're going to wait for them to push forwards. Looks like they're mobbing some units over here, the last remnants of... Yep, there goes the Hellpit Abomination and those Skavens. But you know what? I genuinely don't think I've ever... Because, right, so, the Hellpit Abomination has a chance to either come back to life at half health or die and spawn a unit of Skaven slaves. And I would say... Because I think it's the same chance as the High Elf turkeys have, the Flame turkeys. And yet the Flame turkeys come back to life, I would say, 9 times out of 10. Whereas the Hellpit Abominations, I don't think I've ever seen them come back to life. Ah, there's the Deliverance of Itza being used on it's some clan rats. They literally just exploded some clan rats for no particular reason. Fair enough. I guess that's one way to do it. Tic-Tac-Toe's actually got really good stats. Like, I know he's using Master of Disguise to give himself 40 melee defense. He's got 90 melee attack, a silver shield, and 116, and obviously that's because of the buff he's got. But you know, his weapon strength isn't great, but he's still actually quite a nasty character to deal with, in my opinion. Okay, looks like our allies are now in range and taking that Jezzail fire for us, which means we can now advance. Oh no! What gale? Fuck! It's fine, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, there we go. The missile unit's now trying to retreat away from the incoming Ripperdactyls and Pterodons, but too little, too late. As soon as the Ripperdactyls are freed up from the Howling Warp Gale, we can move them in, and you can see the Ripperdactyls are going to make very, 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 very short work of the weapon teams. I mean, to be honest, we probably didn't need the reinforcements help. We probably could have done it, but it just saved us taking fire. It was a safe thing. It was a sensible thing to do if you wanted to limit casualties. Yeah. Well, Lord Kroak is awake and safe. So we can add him to, I guess, Tiny's force, because he's a slow-moving ground guy. Just makes sense, doesn't it? I think we actually only lost one guy that entire battle. Yeah. We just lost one guy. So I'll take the cash because there's no point taking the replenishment really for the one guy. I'll be honest. And we've got Kroak. Where does he just pop up? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Literally floating next to me. Okay, you come over here. Because we're going to want you... Not in this army. We're going to want you in Tiny's army, I think. I think that's what we want. And get wound. And... you are... Boost income. Boosting that income. Are we taxing everywhere? Let's just double check. Not the Southern Badlands. Do we actually want to tax that? -3. I think that's actually fine. We could probably tax. I mean, it's not going to give us much money because we get -50%. In fact, it's only going to make us 199. So you could ask the question, what's the point? And indeed, you'd be asking the right question. Still, we're making 9k. And our reliability is still medium. I was sure it was better than that, but now I'm starting to second guess myself. At least we pieced out with the High Elves, so that's good. I feel like we, you know, honestly, betraying people is just not worth the effort, is it? Sort of gain rests. Okay, is there? Look at all these military alliances popping up. Everyone should be loving everyone else, and they are.
Honorable ally.
Non-aggression?
No.
Okay, what about you?
Aye.
I've got a non-aggression pact with you, haven't I? Yeah, so that's fine. Clan Angruns. Uh-huh.
True king of the 8 peaks.
Okay.
If you say so.
I do. Okay, that's coming along.
I am the defender of Ulf-One. Choose your words carefully.
You're a bit of a knob.
Never. Welcome.
Is it because I called you a knob?
Not possible.
Okay, give it a minute. He might come round.
Very well.
You.
What are your conditions, Lizardmen? Maybe a pact is possible. Not this time.
I feel like you're going to have a bad time. Nagarath. I feel like maybe these are ruins. Yeah, I'm going to assume that Chaos is currently just curb stomping you. Are these ruins? Are they Chaos ruins or are they... Oh yeah. Well, Chaos has already been there then. Well, if we can... Now, we've got a... Okay, we've got an access treaty with you. If we can get an access treaty with you...
Welcome to my private study. Wine of palest gold will wet our palates whilst
You do know you... I mean, I know that not gold is a non-reactive metal, and so you can technically drink it, but you probably shouldn't drink that much of it. Like, I know in, you know, sort of the Games Workshop universe, leaning into a theme is very powerful, but I feel like maybe you should just like come back from the gold a little bit. Just drink normal wine. It's fine. It doesn't have to...
disagree with that.
No, well, fair enough. You keep drinking your gold then. I bet it's not doing your complexion any good though. Wow, there's a lot of dwarves there. That is just a big dwarf party. Ironforge, Thorgrim, Grudgebearer, who's just... He's like, take them from my cold, dead hands. Alric Cromson and Ragni Redbeards. That's a lot of guys, isn't it? That's a lot of stacks of dwarves right there. Oh, that's good. Probably should be moving north to deal with, you know, the impending end of the world, but... That's up to you. I'll leave that in your court. That ball is very firmly in your court, and you can do with that what you will. We'll get public order there for no particular reason. Good, and little wind blast. Perfect. Okay, so what? Right, what do we actually need to do to win? So we've got right, tick done. Job. Wait, have we? Oh no, we need these ones. We need to, right. So we basically need to have an alliance with... What about you? Non-aggression pact? Can I get military access as well? Okay, that's going up. That's good. However, while our reputation is medium, that's not really going to help us, is it? So I am going to... Okay, so we need to do that. We've killed all those. We need 8 of these. We've got 4, which is not bad. If we could get some military alliances, we could tick those off right away. That wouldn't be an issue. So that, and then we need to defeat Chaos. Now, the only issue is that once Chaos is defeated, it does lower our chances of being able to get or keep those military alliances. So,
do you know who I
bow before the rightful lords of the realm?
I genuinely don't know who you are, mate.
protest.
What is your voice change? Not a great. I'll take. What about then?
No.
Okay.
Those who I am Morgiana, Fey Enchantress of Bretonia.
Hello.
Dark are these times, and dark my mood.
Okay.
Greetings. Who seeks my wife? It is done.
Okay, we'll have a non-aggression pact. Then we might be able to get trades. And I mean, how much are we making from trade? 3.7. That's not bad, is it? That's all right. I mean, I need to have a look through and see if we got any. I think we've got all the trade goods though. I think we are. We don't have many. We've got gold there, haven't we? Which we are getting. We've got the thing there. We've got pot. Wait, do we not have pots? What the fuck? Right, well, we're knocking down the walls and we're building pots. We're getting pots in this bad boy. Right there. Holy shit. We have gold here, which we are collecting. Iron. And I think that's it. Oh, we do have 2 pots. We've got Lashik and Kofa. Kofa doesn't have pots. Right, so we'll get pots there. And because, you know, we're not really at war with anyone over here, so we don't really need walls, do we? So we'll do that. Okay, so the poll for next time is going to be, should we continue this campaign, or should we just stick a pin in it? And I'll put a poll up for what's our first Warhammer 3 Patreon supporter campaign should be. Now, I think, I say, by the 10th, I think most of the embargo restrictions have been lifted. So I'll put all of the races up, but I'm not 100% sure on the ogres, so I'll put the ogres up anyway. And then I'm assuming people are probably like, let's play Warhammer 3 instead, because it's almost silly putting a poll up, but still, that's what we're going to do. And then we'll put a poll up for, and if it's ogres, then we may have to wait a little while for the embargo to drop. It's only going to be a few days anyway, and maybe I'll do a nice big, nice big 2 to start the nice two-part episode, or right, two episodes, because a 2-part episode would just be 1 episode in 2 parts, and that's not what I want to do. I want to do like with a cliffhanger and everything. Probably, I don't know. I haven't got that far yet, but maybe. Good. Anyway, so that's fine. That's what we're going to do. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.